Right, we're back with this Tiffany Dover mystery. And I think I've got some clarity reference this supposed death certificate. A lot of people are citing this as evidence that the young lady has died, okay? And it would seem, looking at that, that could well be the case. The lady's name there, her relatives, her age, her location, the fact the data source is the county death records database. I thought, what would be a good way to check this? I know, let's think of someone who's alive in America and type them in. So I thought, let's try and go for an unusualist name. So I went for Miley Cyrus, who of course is still alive. Bear with me. So I put Miley Cyrus in, and sure enough, she's there. Miley Cyrus, age 28, details, data source Los Angeles County Death Records Database, and you'll see the relatives there, which are Miley Cyrus's relatives. And of course, we know Miley Cyrus is not dead. So this cannot be cited, guys, as proof of a death certificate for Tiffany, okay? Just need to highlight that. It can be. But that doesn't mean there's something not wrong with his story, because it stinks. Now we're just going to look at a couple of random shots before and after. This is a shot of the most recent shot, should we say, of the footage that was released by the hospital yesterday, okay? And on the left we've got Tiffany, supposedly. There's the group photo. Close-up of Tiffany. Photo of Tiffany getting the jab, which was 3 days ago. Another picture. Just some random shots. Thought we'd just highlight the watch, how loose it is on the wrist there, the day of the jab, okay? So loose that the head of the watch, the face of the watch has spun round, okay? But 3 days later, the watch is very tight on Tiffany's arms. Now this could be as a reaction to her reaction to the jab. Or this could be the fact this isn't Tiffany. Again, I'm not making any claims. I'm just pointing out a few things which I've taken note of, I've noticed. Another thing is, Tiffany here does seem a bit stronger set than the Tiffany here. Again, we're dealing with different cameras, light, and it, of course, could be as a result of her reaction to this jab. So again, it could be that. But it's Tiffany's hair looks darker. She looks a bit wider in the face. Again, could be a reaction to the jab. But her eyes look darker. They almost look brown here, as opposed to bluish here. Again, could be down to the light. But there's something very strange about all of this. Of course, we got the Pope there in the corner grinning, just making this seem even stranger. And as before I go, we'll just look at the footage again that was released by the hospital yesterday. Something very strange about all of this. Doesn't feel right. It doesn't answer the questions. You would have thought, given what's happened, Tiffany would speak out and say thank you for all the care, the messages of care, concern, I'm fine. She doesn't say anything, and it's almost as if, well, there's two scenarios I'm kind of feeling here. One, this is the real Tiffany who's been forced back to work to try and rectify this situation, but that, again, that's got its question marks. Or two, this isn't actually Tiffany. Again, it's just something very, very strange about this. At least we've got some clarity reference to death, so-called death certificate. It isn't relevant whatsoever, as we saw with the Miley Cyrus when I typed that information in. But there's still some weird stuff going on here. Let's just look at the footage before I go. Okay, well, this doesn't strike me as being a happy reunion with your work colleague coming back, given all the press, all this stuff that's being said. This, very strange. Just have a look. You notice there how Tiffany very twitchy and uncomfortable.
All right.
Again, lady at the top of the stairs on the left, well, 2 down, doesn't look happy. This looks like a forced situation. This doesn't feel right. It's almost like some of the senior members who are aware of this are not happy about it, but some of the younger members who are totally oblivious to what is going on aren't. It's very strange. Right at the end of that clip, you will hear a slight muttering of what we suspect might be Tiffany. At least I've cleared up, I think, reference the death certificate. I think that's a red herring. Now, is the difference in Tiffany of here and before the injection, i.e. her size, and maybe the swelling of her arms being bigger with reference to her watch, is that down to an injection and the reaction of the injection, or is that down to something else? I'll leave that open and up to you to decide. Very strange stuff.